A 1, 2, 3 into the 4. It's Eddie B. Is it the Thanksgiving dinner dough? What's up, man? Happy Thanksgiving, man. I ain't went live in a long time. But this last post warrants a live. Come on, man. Y'all come on in here. I know I didn't give no prerequisite to my live. I didn't let y'all know when I was going live. But my last little post I put up about the teacher disciplining her kid. Ruffle some feathers. Yeah, but I'm glad it did, man. I wanna kind of start a conversation on the two sides. It's two sides to every story, man. Now, I knew when this story came out, there were going to be people who opposed it. You know, the people who don't do discipline like that. I get that. But I knew I was going to have a lot of my followers, the people who follow me, a guy who's all about discipline and, you know, not really dealing with what these kids doing, the grown-ups these days. I know y'all was going to have a certain say about it that was kind of on the parent side. Now, to all my people who are on the parent side, the teacher who whooped her kid with the belt, the story, the brother caught it on tape. Controversy, two sides to every story. Apparently she was in jail and bonded out or something like that. That was wild. Some people saw that and was like, hey man, y'all can't be mad at her how she disciplined, her kid like that. And, it's just that somebody taped it. Now, of course, you got the people on the other side who really, and I'm going to get on y'all too, man. Look here, man. If you have an opinion, that's fine. That's fine. Respect other people's opinion too, because you don't know how they was raised, man. You don't know what they went through. You don't know what they deal with these kids who are out of control. They fighting, they hitting, they shooting, they killing grown people. They disrespecting grown-ups. There's no respect no more, right? So when you see some form of discipline, you're going to gravitate to, oh my God, somebody really cares enough about what they kid do to discipline them. Now, how they do it, now that's where this whole controversy is going to start right here. Now, of course, if you saw my video, you saw that I didn't add a lot of stuff. Yeah, they say she grabbed the boy's hair and pulled him down and cursed him out and all that. Now, I didn't add that part to my video. So a lot of y'all, some of y'all admitted that fact that I didn't do that. I did that on purpose. Now, I do agree with discipline for sure. And I do agree with whooping. I don't care who you are because I grew up around it. And my kids, they get disciplined. Now, it's a new day. I will say that. It's a new day to where it's some kids you can't discipline like that. You have to find a way that affects them. It's some kids that'll get whoopings and go back to school and do the same thing. I do understand that happens. Well, you got to take stuff away from them, electronics, phone, all that stuff. Then you can get some act right out of them. But some of them don't respond to nothing but physical altercation with a parent. Now, how a parent discipline their kid, can I tell y'all something? That ain't none of our business. They know what work in their home and they know what don't work in their home. Okay? Now, for parents who don't discipline their kids like that, me being on the side of discipline, I'm not finna bust up and say, oh, you wrong, you sick, you twisted. I hate you for what you don't do. No, that's how you handling your kids. Now, I got people out on this feed, on the feed from the last video, one person say, we all sick. Now, that might be your opinion, honey bun, and you might have people who opinionate like that, but you have no right to call somebody sick or twisted or they just lost or something because no. A lot of us grew up around discipline. A lot of us grew up getting beat and whooped. Was it right? Okay, that's debatable. Was it warranted? Now, the level of the whooping, that's debatable. And y'all saying that the parent shouldn't have whooped her kid out of anger. Boy, when you get whoopings, your mama mad, your daddy mad, they are past the point of talking. So how can you regulate if you gonna whoop a kid and you smiling? Now, I'm not saying that her grabbing the boy and doing all the physical stuff and pushing them. To be honest with you, man, when you in a fight, you're not thinking about no rules. It ain't no whooping rules. What I did see was she aimed that belt right at his booty, his butt. She wasn't hitting them all in the face with the belt and all that. Now the grabbing part of the head, I get it. I get it why you would think or say that was wrong. Okay, it can go off into abuse. But all whoopings carry some form of abuse. You just don't know about it. And the only reason why y'all upset about it because it got exposed by a son. Now let's talk about what's going to happen now. She went to jail, right? She lost her job as a teacher, all right? I'm not sure what the kid's going to do. So, well, now what the kid's going to do? Everybody got an opinion now, but now what the kid's going to do? What about all the other days that she's this loving, beautiful parent to these kids? I saw pictures online where they just look like they a good, wholesome family. She holds that together. What about that part? Y'all not saying nothing about, y'all ready to just go off on her like she just did so wrong. Hell, she might have had a moment. And y'all think y'all know what that boy did. Oh, he just wanted, I guarantee you that wasn't the only thing that boy did to get her to that point. I guarantee, do your research. All y'all think you don't know what happened. He didn't do a chore. I guarantee you it wasn't just about a chore. It wasn't about a chore. Now, let's talk about Grace for a second. Now, her heart was in the right place to want to correct her kid when he did wrong. The action may have went too far for some of y'all. Some of y'all, the action was all right because we've been through that. We've been disciplined like that before. And you know what? You cannot argue with results. Me, I got whoopings every day because I was bad. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody had a camera on my mama, y'all would be saying the same thing about my mama. Oh, she's sick. She a raggedy person. She hateful. She evil. She's taking her grown person strength out on a kid. I was bad as hell. Sometimes I got whoopings for being bad before, and I wasn't even bad this time. So understand something, man. Y'all gotta have some leniency on somebody's reaction. Okay, that's all I'm asking. Don't come on my comments attacking people for what they feel. That's what you not. I don't like that. I'm talking about both sides. Now, if you seen in my video, I did talk about the soft parenting. Maybe you're going to think it's extreme or she's a bully. I acknowledge y'all. And some of y'all was like, hey, I don't do soft parenting, but that was a bit extreme. I respect that. But you're not finna attack nobody who have a different opinion than you. That's what's wrong with this world right now. That's why comedians can't say what they want to say. They can't express themselves. The art is dying because you got sensitive people. Like some people come on here, yeah, and some of them just follow just bandwagon followers. You can move around. But we got grassroots followers who really about this, who really about discipline. Teachers who would appreciate that. Maybe not to that extent, but the notion of her even wanting to discipline her kid for doing something wrong, I'm with that. Now, we can talk about how she went about it. Okay, that's a different story. I noticed that the people who were on the side of discipline, they didn't attack the ones that weren't. I didn't see nobody say, oh, you sick and stupid for thinking that the kid don't do no wrong and you don't do nothing. You the reason why our society is like it is. They didn't attack nobody. It was some of the ones that don't. I know violence is tough to see. I don't even watch it online, to be honest with you. If I see somebody getting violent with somebody getting attacked or hurt, when I see teachers get attacked, then I have to put the videos out to tell the story because it's a local story and it don't make national news. I have to stomach that just to get it out. I don't like to see violence. The little boy was hollering when he got a whooping. What you think people do when they get a whooping? I used to holler before my mama even swung the belt or the switch. I was dramatic like that. Not saying he was being dramatic, but I'm just saying the look and the sound, it just seemed real bad. And some of y'all riding with that look. Now, I believe she did it out of love. Because at the end, she loved her kids and she don't want to see them go down a path that will lead them to a situation that she can't get them out of. That's what that was about. How she went about it, that's her business. Was she angry? Probably so. Who in the hell whoops happy? I ain't never got a whooping where my mama was smiling the whole time. If my mama whooped me with a smile on her face, oh, she crazy. She's sick. That's sick. Come on, man. So I'm asking y'all, look, to be reasonable, man. My bad. I was supposed to say Happy Thanksgiving. I done went on 10. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm glad y'all on break. I'm glad this came out, man, so we can talk about some stuff. We need to get some stuff out because we teach with people who think the same way and don't say nothing, but they act weird. You know what I'm saying? Just because y'all have a difference in opinion on discipline don't mean that you can't work together. Okay. Why do you think it's wrong? Don't come out and just say what she did was wrong and that's just sick. Okay, your past experiences leads you to feel that way and have that opinion, and you don't whoop. You don't use physical discipline. You use other ways, and I respect that. True story. I grew up getting whoopings, right? My son has been living with me since he was 3 years old, okay? Single father. My son is 3 years old. My son is 18 now. Super respectful, all right? Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I don't got to tell him to do that, right? But when he was younger, he's my son. I was bad. He was bad. And all I knew to do was what happened to me growing up. So I would, pop, pop, pop. I get on that bootay. I get on him. One day I realized there was a disconnect, though. I'm whooping this boy, and he go to school and do the same thing. So I'm like, wait. Okay, let's try something else. So I eased up a bit. Did it work? Somewhat. So I still had to use physical discipline, but I eased up on the amount that I was doing, and I was able to talk to him sometimes. So parents grow. We grow with our kids. All right? Now, I'm not saying it's because of the whoopings that I gave my son when he was early on in his childhood, but it's some stuff I don't deal with by the grace of God. My son is let me tell you, man, I'm thankful for the stuff that I don't have to deal with being a parent of a teenager. My son is about to graduate high school and go to college next year. So respectful. And I know it has something to do with the discipline I gave him when he was younger. You train up a child in the way it should go when they're young, and when they get old, they won't depart from it, which means that they're going to have some sense memory. Okay, if I do this, something, it's all about consequences is what this whole thing is about. School is trying to get rid of consequences. The world is going to give them a consequence. So why y'all hiding these kids from consequences? You can't put consequences on the damn board no more. Matter of fact, they want kids to be a part of the consequence. What should we do to you what do you feel comfortable? What kind of discipline do you feel comfortable with if you do something you're not supposed to do? How stupid is that? You giving a kid the power to make decisions like a grown-up. So it's a bigger issue at hand than what she did. What she did was just brought out the argument, and I'm glad. We can have a difference of opinion. That's fine. You know what? My hat's off to people who can discipline their kids without physically touching them. You got some mind control. You know exactly what kind of buttons to push, pull to make them do, what they're supposed to be doing, and you don't have to hit them. Oh man, once you share your story, once you share that with everybody, once you share it with people that work at a public school, deal with kids that's in a low income environment, all they see is violence. Would that work on them? A kid that all they see is violence, you think that'll work? I'm just asking, do you think that'll work on them? And if you show me your data, because what I can't stand about education, they always pull in this what studies show ish. I want to curse. What studies show that stuff don't work on all campuses. Don't tell me this nonverbal stuff that you do at this Catholic Christian school, where they pay to get in and they have a tuition works at this school over here. Well, they don't have no parent support. They live in raggedy neighborhoods. The infrastructure is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Crackheads and dogs come on campus. These kids raising themselves. Will that work there? You can try to implement it, but they gonna run you out that campus, man. That's why some teachers cannot. Some of y'all, you wonder why teacher burnout is real so early? Because they don't have classroom management. Now, I don't fault teachers now for not having classroom management, because classroom management has been snatched from them before they even start working. You can debate me on that all day long. It won't work though. What the stuff you used to could do and say to kids to get them to act right, you can't do that no more. And then you send them out to the office or send them out somewhere where they show ain't gonna get, you're not gonna get no support. This just Eddie B coming from a real place right now, man. 13 years in the teaching game, I was in the classroom. Now I'm seeing outside of the classroom. I'm going into schools now and seeing what teacher struggles are. And I see where they don't get help or support. So backing it on up to what happened with this parent, that's why you see people, oh, she's disciplining this kid. I'm with that. That's good to see. But some of y'all want to pull out some of the bad moments you felt like because she grabbed him, she cursed him out. You know what I'm saying? I got cussed out so many times I got a whooping. Was it right? Probably not. Did it work? Hell yeah, it worked. I'm talking to y'all right now. I'm a prime example. I am data. Do that work on every kid? Of course not. And that is understandable, and I respect that. So if I put a video out and it's controversial like that, don't attack my people for having an opinion. And I would expect for the people who are for discipline to not push your opinions on people who are not for it. It's just to have an honest dialogue conversation, man. This Eddie B, the man, the teacher, the advocate for grown-ups, man. Respect is gone. Man, respect for grown-ups is out the door right now. And you ain't doing nothing about it. So if you ain't one of the ones that's just an advocate for helping somebody being disrespected or why these kids, but you want to coddle them though. You want to coddle these kids, tell them they're doing great. That's fine. That's fine. Positive reinforcement. That's fine. But what about when they not though? What about when it don't work? Then what you gonna do? You gonna keep on talking this stuff you talking? Or are you gonna be an advocate for something else to try to work? That's just how the game go, man. And you know what? This ain't about race. I really do think it's about, you know, what somebody done been through. It's about experience. Yeah. I have 2 small kids right now. Will I whoop them? Probably not. I have respect for my kids, man. My daughter, I'm soft with her. She'll probably never see my hand raised at her. Why? Because I have a different mindset about a little girl. I'm a man. I don't want to get her used to a man hitting her. Hell, my daughter, timeout works with my daughter. If your face turn like, I don't like that, she'll cry. And that'll hurt my feelings. You know? All I'm saying is different kids are different. What that mom did, I guarantee you, if she knew she didn't have to hit that boy to get him to do something he needed to do, she would not have done that. Y'all talking all this crazy stuff. Why don't y'all interview her? Don't talk to me about not her doing something wrong. Go interview her. I don't care what the little boy that was taping said. I don't care what the brother out of town, whatever he is. I don't care what they said. I don't care what the officer said. I don't care what the report said. Go talk to the parent and you'll get some insight. Before you judge what she did, ask about what she went through and what got her to that point. Hell, give her a shot of tequila first so she can be all the way honest. Hell, you know what? If I find her and legally I'll interview her. Sure will. And I guarantee you need some insight on what she went through before you judge that. You cannot judge that, man. I guarantee you that little boy, whatever he did, he's going to think about that. He going to think about that. And I guarantee you he loved his mama. I bet you she done did something for them kids that you don't know about, that you be like, oh my God, she's a great person. Oh my God. You see a discipline this boy. Oh, she evil. She a bully. I hate her. I hate everybody who like what she did. That's just an uninformed opinion. And you shouldn't attack people who have a difference of opinion than you. Okay? I just pray that boy, you know, mentally, I guarantee you that he's got a whooping before. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all think this is going to have long-term mental effects and all that. I guess it all depends on like person to person, what you respond to, like who you are. You know, I was mad as hell when I got whoopings, and I didn't think all of them were fair. But I did so much that, hey, I probably needed a whooping, you know? And my mama didn't whoop me all the time. She tried to talk to me too. But I would really love to hear that parent, what she had to say, what really happened. I really would, man. Because I come from a day that there wasn't a lot of cameras around. And if it was a camera in my household, it would have caught me doing some stuff I ain't had no business doing. Hey, why didn't that little boy pull the camera out when his brother did what he did? All y'all saw was a response. Just like teachers today. Just like us. A kid can just push our buttons throughout the year. And that 1 minute that you just come to that point to where you done had enough and you go off, the cameras pop out on that 1 minute. But no camera popped out on the 5-6 years you had to deal with all this extra stuff that you got no support for, no help for, and you begging for it. You pleading for this help. You doing what you're supposed to do. You're following protocol. You're starting a paper trail. You're covering yourself, CYA, like they told you to do. And when you find out that don't work, and the kids know it don't work. So the kids know the rules more than we do. So they manipulate it and they use it. They mess with grown-ups. Hey, let's get them fired. I done heard kids say, hey, let's get Mr. Brown fired today. I done heard kids say that because they had the power to, right? Just for some words. And you know why they got the power? Other grown-ups gave them the power and snatched it away from us. So, do you really want to take the power away from this parent because she disciplined her son out of love? It's in the Bible. Spare the rod, spoil a child. That's in the Bible. Now, I don't know if you believe in the Bible or not. I was raised like that. But if God said it was okay, what you tripping for? I'm just saying, man. So, I'm not agreeing to everything she did, like the push and pull of the hair, you know. I get it. To me, that was just something that happened along with the action of disciplining her kid. That's what that was. So I'm not going to jump on her. It's good to see a parent love a kid enough to correct them, no matter how they correct them. It's just her form of correction was physical and it was caught on tape. And some stuff that she did, a lot of people didn't agree with. And they took that some stuff away from the whole notion that she did it out of love and didn't want to see her kid in a bad spot later on in life. Parents know their kids, man. You don't. You don't know that little boy from Adam. She do. She had that boy. She know him. She know what you don't know. But now she got to wake up to attacks and all this stuff just because she got some treachery, some treason in her home, you know? You know how many times I got a whooping I used to say, I'm going to put her in the old folks' home. I'm going to put you in a nursing home. You're mad. Kids don't want to get disciplined. That's uncomfortable, man. Hell, we grown and we don't like to get disciplined. We do something we're not supposed to do, we getting in trouble for it. Kids don't go to the office no more. We're scared to go to the office. So if we can get chastised and disciplined and life deals with us when we do some stuff we don't have no business doing, why can't our kids be brought up that way? What's wrong with discipline? What happened to authority? What happened to respecting authority? These kids see that authority has been snatched from grown-ups and they pouncing on it right now. That's why you get school shootings. That's why you get teachers getting beat up, don't want to come to school. Subs are becoming extinct. We actually need a police presence on campuses now and don't have it. So come on, man. Relax. Don't act like other people ain't in a different situation and everybody's not in your situation. Everybody don't handle stuff like you handle stuff. I love the people that follow me because they so different. Boy, you come to one of my shows, you got Christians, Muslims, white people, black people, Indian, Spanish, all of them on the same row laughing at the same thing we go through. And that's just big to me. I love that. Because that lets me know it's no difference. We all the same going through. We just different, slight difference of opinion. But I would never attack any one of them if they didn't agree with either one of them. I love all y'all, man. And some stuff just need to be said. And I felt like this was the time for me to say it with my platform. And for the people who don't agree with what she did, I understand and respect that. And we're going to leave it at that. Ain't no buts. Ain't no no, I respect that all the way. You do what works for you, but try to get more insight before you judge or come up, before you crucify somebody who's trying to display discipline and make a change in a kid. Do that first. Once you take the time, y'all so quick to respond, man. Some of y'all just saw the video and couldn't wait to comment because you probably been commenting on other stuff and tired of you're really seeing the majority of the people with her just for the discipline. But y'all nitpicking on the stuff that she did and boom, 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 boom. So here we are. Yeah, so, hey, man, y'all have an amazing Thanksgiving break. Don't think about work. This chat, man, we might have to come back to this one maybe later on tonight. I don't know. I got my daughter. She's in a sewing class over the break. Ain't that about her? So I can't get a break. But y'all be cool. I love y'all, man. Hopefully I'll be in a city near you. We cranking up the school visits. I'm going to be visiting campuses in other states too. So y'all kind of pressure admin about letting me come on campus. It ain't going to cost you too much nothing if it costs you that. But I love y'all. Y'all be good. Respect one another, man. Take up for one another when you need to. And try to understand each other, man. Please. Public service announcement. Just try to understand each other. We all in the same world. We all going through the same stuff. I don't get off into politics, but things are bleeding down to the people. And it's a lot of, let's be honest, man, it's a lot of hatred going on in the world right now. A lot of people not liking nobody. I be in a grocery store and people, we eyeballing each other like we don't like each other. We don't even know each other. They don't know I'm a cool dude. They probably cool too. Anyway, love y'all, man. I got to shoot this next video. I'm doing a video talking about moo-moos, grandmas and moo-moos. I love y'all, man. It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful life. This is what you make it, man. We just have difference of opinions. Hey, and that's what make it beautiful, too. I love y'all, man. Y'all be good, man. Y'all eat something good. Don't go nowhere where nobody can't cook, okay? You don't got to put up with nasty, raggedy food this Thanksgiving, okay? Go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it.